What are those?
What are those? Good morning, friends.
Hello.
It is Wednesday, August 25th, I believe.
Yes.
Here in Juneau, Alaska on the Norwegian Encore. It is very foggy outside.
'Tis.
Getting less and less hopeful that what we are planning, what we have paid for and plan to do today is going to happen. I think if the fog can clear in the next hour, it may. It's a little windy. It's like 12 miles per hour is the wind. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's moving around out there, but it's getting foggier as time
I know.
goes
It's
on.
like rolling in from the.
Yeah, it's not getting clearer, so I'm not.
We still have an
optimistic,
hour,
we'll
but
see.
we are going to go to breakfast, get some buffet breakfast, and then we meet on the shore. We didn't tell you last video what we plan to do, so I guess we will now, so you can see our excitement or disappointment when it doesn't happen. We are actually doing the helicopter glacier tour today, and then doing a 1 mile like hike on it.
It's a walkabout.
Yeah, so we'll see. Doesn't look promising, but our expectations are set. And I mean, if it doesn't happen, we get our money back. So that it's not like they're like, sorry,
Yeah,
we keep the
right.
money. So, and it was expensive. It's not a cheap tour. So if you're interested, be prepared to shell a bit of money for it. But we'll let you know what's happening, and let's go get some breakfast.
Actually got a pastry today.
Made it up to the deck. Still foggy out there, but we can see Juneau, or I think that's Juneau.
Yeah. I think this is all Juneau, and there's more of it like on the other side.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's not that cold out.
Or maybe we've just acclimated.
We might have acclimated a bit, yeah.
The water's very cold.
It's looking positive.
Yeah, they told us to stand here and wait.
Yeah, so
I mean, that's good.
When you get to Juneau, you get off. You can take a bus to town, or it is a 1 mile walk.
If you're feeling
If you're
energetic.
feeling fun, I don't know.
Kind of you should have been here yesterday, but it was actually, you should have been here the day before. Yeah, we know. Because it was like 80 degrees. We explore, I've been at 211 of this whole thing. And when we first started, we used to take people to the small mine, not in the tour, just friends who were never crazy.
The wilderness must be explored.
have been cramped on. This is insane. I can't believe I'm standing on a glacier right now.
Oh, that looks fun. We're doing the go-kart.
I'm gonna lick this glacier so hard.
You can always use better food in Breckenridge. It's kind of something I found. It's a weird touristy vibe sort of in downtown. It's different from sort of Tahoe and different from Juneau here. I prefer the more like real town vibe as opposed to that. Oh look, another t-shirt shop selling the same t-shirts. So I talked about the different speeds of the glacier. So the middle's going faster than the edges, right? That puts a shearing force on this surface ice, and it causes what are known as lateral crevasses. These lateral crevasses, they start opening over on the edge of the glacier, and they open progressively in towards the center and pointing up glacier as the season goes on. So this crack right here that we're standing over didn't exist earlier this summer. This is actually showing us how the glacier is moving through the summer, and we've watched this crack start to open over there, and it's just creeping open. This feature has also been aided in its formation by having running water flowing into it. Flowing water on the surface of the glacier is going to find points of weakness, and it's going to mill into those points of weakness.
I would say it looks as clear as the water that was originally in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it taste like ice water?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool.
Now, the water that comes out of the toe of the glacier that is now running around the base of the glacier is picking up that silt and sediment. So it has all that glacial silt in it, and that's why the lake is that color, that milky color you see. That silt actually is really important to the ecosystems here in the Southeast Alaskan Ocean. Anyone wants to check these out? These are what those ablated ice crystals look like. So you see how they kind of have some different like shapes and interesting shapes like that. These are single ice crystals. So this was made from many, many, many snowflakes all compressed into one perfect ice crystal. Deep down in the glacier, these crystals will actually, where the pressure is much more intense, can grow up to the size of a softball or larger.
Oh.
And then what's really cool and interesting is you only get these cracks and stuff on the surface of the glacier. Once you get deep enough in the ice, it's under such intense pressure from the ice above that the ice actually deforms and flows. The individual molecules flow past each other within crystals, and it flows in a much more plastic fashion down the valley. So that's why you don't get cracks going to the base of the glacier. They're only going about 100 to 150 feet deep.
Icy.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
We'll tell you obviously more about it when we get back to the ship, but
Yeah.
once in a lifetime experience for sure.
Cool. Okay. We did some shopping.
We're gonna head back. Do you want to run to the room first? Drop the stuff off, like take
Yeah.
some of the layers off maybe?
Yeah, take some of the layers off, take some of the stuff out of our pockets
Oh yeah, we've been doing a lot.
all day.
Just panic. And then they added like another jacket, another pair of pants, and a fanny pack. So we had, I think that at one point we had 47 pockets. So we're gonna get on a bus, get back to the ship, and then drop stuff off, tell you about the tour, and
Wings.
get food. Let's do it.
Right.
Okay, we made it back to the room. Unfortunately, we're only in Juneau until 1, so we didn't get to really eat anywhere local or go to any breweries or anything because we're leaving for the Endicott Arm to see the Dawes Glacier here in about an hour. So we wanted to get back, get in for some lunch before we start heading out again because we definitely want to see that. But we want to tell you about the tour. Obviously, you saw the clips that we filmed. I don't know how I'm going to edit those yet, so obviously you'll know by now. But
Yeah.
what did you think of it, Jake?
I thought it was great. It's a glacier. It's a lot of ice. They like at one point turned to the mountain that the glacier is in like a valley of and was like, all that mountain that you see there, that's as much ice as is below us.
Yeah, that was
It's-
cool.
So it's impressive.
It's really wild. It is.
And
cool.
they let us drink water from
Yeah,
the
we
glacier.
got to drink the water. We got
The
to
whole
bring some
reason
of it
I was there.
back. The helicopter was cool. It was nice. On the way out, they sort of took you out and around, so you got to see different parts of the glacier and where some of the different rivers come together. Is that what they were called?
No, but I think they're just called glaciers.
Yeah, but it was all the Mendenhall Glacier, but different like sections of it coming down off the mountain.
Yeah, different like arms of the same glacier will come together, and really like knowledgeable guides.
Even the
Really
helicopter.
good. Yeah, the
She was
pilot.
great.
The pilot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was really fantastic. The tour was expensive, but if you get a chance to do something like this, just do it because
Yeah. They give you everything that you need.
They do.
Like, I bought boots that I didn't need to buy.
well, we can use them tomorrow, but
Yeah.
yeah, they give you boots. You get the crampons when you get to the glacier. They give you waterproof pants and a waterproof jacket. I would say wear either heavy layers or another jacket underneath that because the waterproof jacket they give you is really just a windbreaker. It wouldn't have been warm just on its own.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a regular t-shirt on, a fleeced flannel, my ski jacket, and that. And I was comfortable. I was never hot and I was never cold. Like, I was really
Yeah.
comfortable the whole time.
And we're used to the winters in Pittsburgh, so maybe that's just for us. I had on a sweater, a vest, and the jacket they gave me, and that was it. But I had fleece or wool gloves and a fleece cap, and that like covering the extremities really helped because it was windy up there.
It was windy, yeah.
Really cold wind.
I had waterproof gloves are good too. Somehow mine got wet on the outside, I noticed. I don't know when that had happened, but my hands stayed dry. So definitely get waterproof gloves for a trip to Alaska. I think it rains here a lot. We got very lucky. All of the helicopter excursions were canceled yesterday and they were expecting to cancel them today because the forecast was bad. And everything held off. The fog lifted high enough that we could get to the glacier. So I feel very lucky to have done this today.
The way they explained it too is like it's not like the rain or the weather in any way really affects the helicopter.
I'm sure if
pilots.
it's like 50 degrees out or 50 miles per hour winds, they're not gonna take you up. But
Yeah, but I don't know how common of a thing that is here because it seems like the weather is pretty darn consistent all the time. Like overcast, probably gonna rain, cold and a little breezy.
yeah,
But they said like they can fly the helicopters without being able to see anything, but you're on a sightseeing tour, so they cancel them because you're not getting what you paid for at that point. So that was good to hear.
yeah, that they're honest about they're not gonna take you up
Yeah.
and you don't see anything. But definitely, I think it's going to be one of the coolest things that I'll have ever done in my life, for sure. Can say I walked on a glacier,
Yeah.
drank water directly from a glacier, and it was my first helicopter tour. Jake's been on helicopters before, but I've never been on a helicopter. And it was funny because I was so scared. On the way up, I was so scared. And I was sitting in the front next to the pilot,
Yeah, that
and she's
was
like,
cool.
"Don't touch any of this," and I was like, "I wasn't going to touch any of it." And but then on the way back, I like climbed in like a pro, buckled up like a pro. I was like, "I got this," and I
Yeah,
wasn't nervous anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you just like get used to stuff like that, but really, really fantastic day here in Juneau. We got a little shopping done, as you saw, some gifts to take back home, and hopefully we get to see another glacier. Hopefully the weather's good enough that we can actually
Yeah.
see the glacier. We can get up the Endicott Arm this afternoon.
Hopefully all the fog and the mist stays high enough.
Yeah, because I also really want to see some seals, man. I hope there's some seals out there.
Yeah.
We haven't seen really any. We see a ton of eagles. There are eagles all over Juneau. We haven't seen a bear. We haven't seen seals. So I want to see some other marine mammals. I know a bear is no marine mammal, but you know what I mean.
We'll see what comes next.
Let's go get some lunch because I am hungry. We worked hard today.
Okay. Lunch it is.
Let's do it. Got some soup, salmon chowder, I think is what she said. Pretty exciting, and Jake got chicken wings.
I got wings.
Look how shocked I am. Gonna have some soup. I got a burger for lunch. Was craving a burger. My first French fries of the trip. Everyone knows that French fries are my favorite food. And Jake got fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Looks good.
Indeed.
Yum. Just like straight chilling, watching amazing landscape pass, as you've seen.
It's just like mountain
It's just
after mountain
mountains and
after
mountains. There's so many trees here. I did not know how many trees were in Alaska, but I think all of them might be here.
Yeah.
I think it's all of them because there's so many. But we're heading up the Endicott Arm to the glacier.
Gonna do some glaciating.
Gonna do, yeah, and yeah, it's cool. We're sitting under like a
Heater type thing.
there's a little heater up there,
Right there somewhere.
so we're not totally freezing.
We may have inadvertently set up at the best seat in the house because it's right next to where they set up the coffee bar with the Jameson and the Di Serrano and the oat and the Baileys and all the good stuff. Yeah.
Got some Bailey's coffee or Irish cream coffee. Did you get Jameson coffee?
And a little bit of Baileys.
Oh, look at that. It's perfect. And then we're going by some islands. Just entered the Tracy Passage, seeing our first glacier. A little bit foggy, but it's really cool. And it's quite chilly out here, so we're real bundled up. It's great. Got our first floating ice. Actually, it's our second, but I didn't stand up first enough to film the first one. Pretty cool. Oh, you're fine. Misty though, very misty. That's pretty cool. Oh, and there's a glacier up there. Wow, this is so cool. There she is. Coming up on her quickly. It's pretty spectacular.
We got a glacier.
We got a glacier. We're starting to spin.
Cool.
That is blue ice down there.
Yeah, look at that.
Cooler if there was a seal on it.
Would you just look at it? Yeah, it is. And a peaceful parcel of perfection wrapped up for our purview. The sun's glancing off the top of the mountain, hitting the glacier just at the end of the day. It's heckin' beautiful.
That's pretty cool. I mean, we walked on one today.
Yeah, I mean,
so
we
like,
landed a helicopter on one, so like...
Yeah, I landed it myself personally, but
Yeah.
no, it's really, really cool. But it's cool with the sun starting to hit it.
Mm-hmm. Look at these mountains.
Gosh, Jake's a mountain whore.
I am.
Okay, we came to Garden Cafe for dinner tonight, and I got the salmon with the broccoli, rice, and some Asian stir fry. And I got a cobbler. So, looks pretty good. Okay, obviously we are back in the room. It's early, but we're the marvelous nature and majesty of Alaska out a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Had
think
a lot of fresh air today.
I think we had a lot of awe today, and the awe is very tiring.
Very shocking.
I think we always get to this point around day 5 of a vacation that we're just like, and it's not that we go super hard. We haven't gone like insanely hard this trip. We've done a lot of sitting around. But number one, we sat outside for like 4 hours and it was pretty cold. So that's exhausting.
No, it was after being on a glacier for 2.
We walked on a glacier for 1 hour. But we took like, I had the insane adrenaline pump of a helicopter ride that my body's like, are you ready to die for this? Because you might.
That's pretty intense.
And then just like existing in general is exhausting.
Yeah.
So
It definitely we came to a point. There was a time today where, like, I'm looking around the mountains and the waterfalls and the glaciers on the mountains making waterfalls and this like steely gray water with icebergs in it. And there's a glacier like right over there, and I'm like, I've seen enough.
I can't look at the beauty anymore. I can't
take
do
it all
it.
in anymore.
So we left.
So we just
we
left.
went to dinner, and food on the Norwegian cruise line, the complimentary food, is pretty bad.
It's hit or miss.
It's real hit or miss. Some things you're like, okay, this is fine. Other things you're like, I can't eat this.
Yeah, other things are like, I have had better in a cafeteria.
And I'm not one to not eat something, but I had one bite of something and I said, oh, no. I had The cobbler, I showed it in the video. It
We
was
joked about this on the way there because somebody had a piece of cake sitting in the hallway that
yeah,
they clearly ordered for
yeah,
room service.
like a piece of chocolate layered cake, and there was one bite taken out of it. It was sitting on the floor in the hallway, and we're like, who gets dessert? Who gets a cake and takes one bite? Well, I
us
get
now.
it because it was bad, but then I got ice cream. So my advice to you is
ice cream.
skip the desserts, skip the pre-made desserts, just get soft serve ice cream because it's really good. I think we've been kind of creating a list of tips and tricks for Norwegian and then like cruising in general that I think we're gonna film a video once we get home. Just be like, if you're cruising on the Encore, here's what you need to know, here's what might help you. Things that we did learn coming on this cruise beforehand, and then things that we have picked up while being here. And then just like cruising in general, especially in Alaska. I think those 2 videos would be helpful.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head to bed. We are going to Ketchikan tomorrow. We don't get there until 11 a.m. So we're gonna have a little bit of a slower morning. And we do have a really long tour tomorrow, a long excursion. It's about 4.5 hours. And we're only in Ketchikan until 6, I think. So I don't think we'll get to explore the town very much. But we'll show you what we can. And we're gonna catch some fish.
For sure.
Hopefully. We'll see. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you not were impressed, but you liked seeing the glaciers, because it was I'm so glad that we got to do it and then film it, and so we'll have these memories forever.
Yeah.
It was pretty special. And I'm excited to go back and edit this one in particular. It's awesome. Hit the thumbs up button, comment, ask any questions you'd like to know some answers to about Alaska, what we know of it. We'll try to answer that, about the Encore, about Norwegian.
Yeah, or Google them. Like, you don't have to.
Yeah, but like if you want to chat with us. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram are the 2 we use. And we will see you tomorrow for us, a week for you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay magical.
Bye.
Bye. Stay glacial.
Oh, God, no. Stop.
Bye.
No.
Look, an outro from a different spot other than the couch in the room.
We cannot do it like this. The people deserve better, Taylor.